Guys, here's my night one review of WrestleMania. We'll get into each match, kind of go over in detail what I thought worked and what didn't work. And then we'll get I already gave you my predictions for night two. So yeah, let's just review night one. Kicking off the show was Triple H welcoming us to WrestleMania. WWE had like a whole new intro logo for the start of the show. And it really feels like we are in a new era. I know they've been talking about this all week, saying that we are in a new era. They call it the Renaissance era, the Triple H era. It's so far going good, and we're going to go into our first match, which was Becky versus Rhea Ripley. And both superstars got awesome entrances. Becky had like a little CGI entrance of her book where she was narrating like parts of her book out. Really cool entrance. Rhea Ripley entrance made her feel like a star. She had live performance music. She just looks like a star and has such a crazy aura to her. Like, it's just nothing really comparable to any other star on the roster right now. So these two had a really great match. I mean, what else would you expect from Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch working together? It was a really traditional match where Becky was just focusing on Rhea's arm the whole time to try and set her up for the disarmer. The finish was great with Ripley winning. And, you know, I think that was the right call just because Rhea has this, like I said, she has this aura to her right now. And I just don't really see her losing the belt to anyone just yet. I think we have to get, like, a new star out there, like someone up and coming. Because whoever's going to take that belt off her will get a pretty big rub or push just from beating Rhea Ripley. And her reign continues, and we're past the 1 year mark. So that's like a staple of Triple H's new era, where he really does like long-running champions. I mean, I think every champion up until this point has been at least close to a year, if not over that mark. I give the Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch match a solid 8 out of 10. Really great match, great opener. This is when the crowd, I think they were still a little on the warmer side, and we'll get into that as the video goes on. Now let's move on to the next match, which I believe was the ladder match for the tag titles. And it was a really big emphasis that this match was going to not end until both set of the titles were pulled down. Now, starting out this match was a little clunky for me because there's so many people in the ring, so many things going on at once. But every team got a chance to shine. But I feel like the SmackDown titles got pulled a little too abruptly for my own liking. But all these spots were great. There was this spot where Johnny Gargano basically killed Pete Dunne, is what it looked like, through a table. Probably going to play that right here. Hopefully it played. And then another spot where Tommaso Ciampa just did just jumped off a ladder and landed on top of something. These guys were throwing out all the stops. Everybody got a chance to shine. This match was really good. A-Town Down Under did win the SmackDown titles, which I think is a good choice. We do need kind of like a heel tag team. And both these men are really talented, so they need somebody to do. And then for the Raw side, the Awesome Truth won, kind of like I expected. They were building up R-Truth a lot, emphasizing that he's never won at WrestleMania, you know, this WrestleMania moment. So happy for R-Truth and The Miz. Everyone in this match really performed well. And at the end, even though it started off a little clunky for me, it was really solid. So I give this match another 8 out of 10. Just a really good WrestleMania ladder match. These matches are never really disappointing. Following the ladder match was the Rey Mysterio and Andrade versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio match. And going into this, I thought this might be, unfortunately, the bathroom break match was really unfortunate for Rey and Andrade. But the match was also another decent match. You know, it did what it was supposed to do. Everyone got a little spot to shine. Both factions got to hit a move. I believe it was Joaquin Wilde who just got launched like across the stadium, which was really freaking cool. And then you had the Philadelphia Eagle players, Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson, get involved in the match. You know, cool little pop for the Philly crowd. Yeah, nothing really special about this match, but not a bad match either. Everyone got, like I said, a moment to shine, show off their moves. I give this match a 7 out of 10. You know, it did what it did, and, you know, moving on to the next match. Next up, we had the 6-woman tag match, if I'm not mistaken. And this match did what it was supposed to do. Nothing too crazy, nothing too special, but just the star power alone you had in the ring really made this match feel like it was bigger than it really was. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Starting off just with the entrances, everybody got a sick entrance. Everybody got their time to shine. Damage Control looked really great. The team of Bianca, Naomi, and Jade looked amazing. Those 3 women are stars. And you know what? Everybody got to show off like their moves. Everyone got a little moment to shine. And then, of course, the right team did win. Jade, Bianca, and Naomi. And it got me really looking forward to the potential Jade versus Bianca Belair match, which realistically, I don't think we're going to get till SummerSlam because they're going to want Jade to build up more wins, kind of become a bigger star. And, of course, Bianca Belair is a star already. She is. But I think she's going to have other things to keep her preoccupied till the summer. And to give this match a rating, which I almost forgot, but I'll give this match 7.2 out of 10. Like I said, wasn't gonna wow you with the in-ring work because it wasn't like that moment. It was just kind of like to kind of feel that star power and just to kind of expose Jade Cargill to like a big WrestleMania crowd. And everybody did their spot. And all six of these women are great workers. But I think this is just more as a WrestleMania moment. All right, let's talk about it. Now, up next was Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. And man, did this match not live up to any type of hype it had. And I feel like a lot of the brother versus brother matches always kind of go this way. The only really good true brother versus brother match that I've seen was Brett versus Owen. And yeah, just when it was Matt and Jeff, it didn't work. And now when it's the Usos, it didn't work. And it's because their moveset is way too similar. They're over-reliant on the super kick. I felt like I was watching like and don't come at me, but I felt like I was watching an AEW match just by the spamming of the super kicks. It's like kick after kick after kick. It got to the point where it was like mockable. Like I just don't know what they were thinking. Like, unfortunately, it was the snooze match of the WrestleMania, and I feel like the Philly crowd started feeling cold, and this match did not do anything to get them hype. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give this match a 4 out of 10. It just wasn't it, and the Usos are really a talented wrestlers each. As a tag team, they're great. As a single stars, they could be great. Jey Uso more than Jimmy because he has more time to shine, but yeah, it just wasn't the match for me, and according to the rest of the internet wrestling community, it was not the match for them either. Going from that match, now to this match. Sami Zayn versus Gunther. Holy hell, that was a hell of a match. And I just love the whole build-up, how you kind of saw Sami Zayn behind the scenes talking to his wife, like, hey, you know what, leave our son behind the scenes. I don't want him to be out there and kind of see this, because he knows it's going to be a violent match. And then, you have him talking to Chad Gable. Chad Gable hypes him up like, you got this, man. You can do this on your own, which really blew out my hot take that I had in my WrestleMania prediction video, but oh well. And then right before, I wasn't expecting this one, but right before he hits the ring, you see Kevin Owens and just hypes him up. And I'm just like, there's no way Sammy's going to lose now because they're doing way too much just for him to lose that way. Match starts. Holy hell, was this a good match. The Gunther dominated for most of the match, which is the case, because he's Gunther and Sami Zayn's an underdog, so you kind of want to build up that storyline. And man, those chops are loud, and in that cold arena, they probably felt so much worse. It was a really good match. The spot where Sami Zayn gets that huluva kick and then hits that brain buster on the turnbuckle, I'm like, ooh, that was perfect. And then, hits another huluva kick, pins Gunther, 1, 2, 3. The longest reigning Intercontinental Champion was dethroned. And going into this match, I really thought Sami Zayn was not the guy for it. I'm like, yeah, no, it should be Chad, maybe somebody else, I just didn't really buy into this match. But man, did it make me a believer. This match was awesome. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's going to be so hard to top a match like that. It was so great. And Sami Zayn definitely deserved this. And man, back-to-back WrestleMania moments for him. And, if you want to include the Johnny Knoxville match, which was awesome too, Sami Zayn has been killing it at WrestleMania. And dare I say, he might be a new Mr. WrestleMania. And here we go. Main event time. The biggest tag team match in WrestleMania history. Did it live up to the hype? I say yeah. It was a really good match. The first 20 minutes, because this was a long match. I believe it clocked in at 44 minutes. But the first 20 minutes was kind of slow, sluggish. But before we get into it, let's talk about the entrances. Cody looked great. Seth looked great. The Rock's entrance. Holy hell, did this man have style. Just the Brahma Bull. He was standing in the center. It on fire. His little championship belt, which makes me laugh because I feel like The Rock just really wanted to hold a belt out there. So he has this People's Champion belt. It was really good, the entrances. Roman Reigns, the classic entrance. His entrance is just cool as it is on its own. But it did kind of make me think, like, he's definitely not the star of this match. The definite stars of this match are Cody and The Rock. Match was awesome. So many cool little spots where, like, he starts beating, I believe it was Seth Rollins on the outside, and the ref starts counting. He goes, you count, you're fired. So right off the bat, you could consider this match was under Bloodline rules. So there was that. So it was kind of like a no disqualification match at that point because literally you saw low blows. They smacked each other with belts. This match was really great. I wish the crowd was more into it. And I don't blame them just because I've seen a lot of people who are at the show saying it was freezing. And, people are like, oh, yeah, it's Philly. They should be used to Philly weather. You got to understand, WrestleMania is like a worldwide event where I guarantee more than half that stadium isn't even from Philly. So let's put it out there. Let's give the crowd a break. I know we expect more from a Philly crowd because, you know, Philly is the home of ECW. You expect crazy stuff. But from what it sounds, it was like Winter Wonderland out there. So we'll give them a slide. The match was great. It ended with Cody Rhodes about to go for the triple crossroads like he did the year before. And then smack, he gets hit with the weight belt. Rock gets in, rock bottom, people's elbow. The match is over. And here's an interesting thing. They did like a very similar shot to last year's WrestleMania where Cody's sitting in the center of the ring in disbelief. Can't believe he lost. And it just dawned on me, like, there's no way WWE will let him get pinned 2 nights in a row. And tomorrow's or today's main event, because I'm filming the video today before WrestleMania Night 2. It's about to be one of the most overbooked matches in WrestleMania history, and I cannot wait for it. But, of course, I think we all kind of knew that the Bloodline was going to win tonight, and it just really sets up a lot for today, and I'm so excited for this match, for tonight's matches. And to end this video, I'm going to give that match a 9.5 out of 10. Very high ratings for me today. I personally really did like this WrestleMania. A lot of people were kind of like on the iffy side. I see a lot of the complaints being about the crowd. I'm not going to let the crowd decide how I felt about these matches. They were great. Hopefully tonight's better, and I hope you guys all enjoy Night 2 of WrestleMania. And hopefully this new era ends with Cody Rhodes holding the WWE Championship over his head. All right, guys. Everyone take care. Well, that tells you I'm new to YouTube. I was still in my whole editing. I was editing my video. And I forgot I didn't give WrestleMania Night 1 an overall grade. I graded on matches, but I didn't grade WrestleMania Night 1. WrestleMania Night 1, we'll keep it short and simple, was a really good show. A lot of people are giving, saying it was a mixed reaction. For me, I'm kind of an easier grader, but I am going to give this an 8.1 out of 10. Solid Night 1, solid matches. There's nothing else you can really ask for, in my opinion.